So, good morning. It's December. November has passed, thankfully. So, I've woke up this morning with a new mindset of more positivity in my life and try to make December a good one. So, starting off a new month, I have a new deck, and I thought I'd come on here and share it with you. It's the first time I've seen it, let alone shown it, because it came last night and I didn't feel too great, so I took myself off to bed. So it was the Chrysalis Tarot. So I took the packaging off, but I haven't actually took it out of the box or even had a look at it. Now this came with a book as well if you wanted it, but I just went for the actual deck because of the price difference mainly, because if I didn't like the deck then there's no point spending that extra. If I like the deck and feel I need to get the book, then I will do at a later date, but for now I've just started on the cards. Now it just comes in a normal flip top box. Hope I can get into it because sometimes these are a bit stiff, and it's from US Games, paintings by Holly Sierra, written by Tony Brooks. So I noticed that there's name changes and what have you in here, suit changes. Oh lovely. It's got plastic over the cards too. Should have checked that, shouldn't I? But hey ho, let's see if I can get into it with my nails. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Sometimes I can spend ages trying to get into them. So it comes with a little white book. It's quite a little chunky book actually. It's got an introduction, the major arcana, and straight into the cards really. There's no images or nothing like that, it's just the writing. And then you get, oh, there's any spreads. Right at the back you get a Pentagon 5 card spread. So that's all you get. You just get this straight into the cards after it introduces it. So it's not very often I use a book anyway, but it's there. It's handy to have, especially with the name changes, and it might explain why they've changed some of the names. You just get a little introduction card there. That's the back of them. Gorgeous backs. They are reversible if you use reversibles. I don't, but some people may. Great cardstock, US Games, so it's great cardstock there. Let's put that to one side. Oh, there's another one. This one is about Holly Sierra, the artist, and also about Tony Brooks. So you get a little bit about each there. On the side of the box it does say, a delightful troupe of medieval messengers join mythological and otherworld characters to whisk you away on a spiritual adventure. With exquisite artwork, Chrysalis Tarot opens up your psyche and illuminates your path towards personal destiny. So we will see. So let's have a look at the cards. So card 1, we've got Merlin, 0, the hero. So he's replacing the Fool, Merlin. Then we have Ravens, which is the Magician. It does tell you underneath like Sorceress, and then it does say the High Priestess. So it does give you the Gaia, the Empress. It's beautiful cards. This one is the Green Man, which is the Emperor. Divine Child, the Hierophant. Lovers, obviously the Lovers. Herne Hunter. Herne the Hunter is the Chariot. I don't know how you pronounce that. Is it Mayat? Justice? I know she's the Egyptian goddess of justice, but I can never pronounce names. Then we have the Storyteller, which is the Hermit. The Wheel. Papa Legba for strength. That's a cool card. Celtic Ale, the Hanged Man. So it's not the images are probably not very traditional Ariadne death of what we, if you do, you know, Rider-Waite images, you know, you probably wouldn't know what these were unless you actually saw the names there, like the Golden Flower, as Temperance. If I just had that image there, I probably wouldn't realise that was Temperance. Bella Rosa, the Devil, and again, I probably wouldn't necessarily think that as a devil card unless I had that at the bottom. So that is quite handy to have there. Calais, the Tower, you know, that image, yes, you could get the tower from that, but there's images here that you probably necessarily wouldn't. Dasselpi, the Star. Moon, obviously the moon is the moon, whatever deck. The same as the Sun. And then we have the Phoenix for Judgment, which is a cool Judgment. Psyche is the World. So that's the majors. And like I said, I think you would need the bottom borders, or I certainly would anyway, if I wanted to read them as a tarot. We've now got the Ace of Stones. We've got stones, mirrors, spirals and scrolls. That's the 4 suits. So let's have a look. So this is the Ace of Stones. Two. That's 3. I love these images. There's some really lovely images. That's the 4. 5. That's a 6. The 7. The 8. The 9. And then the 10. Oh, so we haven't got the they only go 1 to 10 now. I wonder if they do say why they have changed the 40 cards numbered A's through to 10 are called pips and can be thought of as tarot's conscious cards. Blah blah blah. The suits of stones is traditional names of pentacles or coins. So no, it doesn't really explain why they have changed them, but there we go. The suit of mirrors is cups. So let's have a look at the suit. The quartz must come at the end, but here we go. The Ace of Mirrors. 2. 3. 4. 5. Oh, falling over. 6. 7. 8. I mean, on some of the images you can actually see what they are in comparison to traditional Rider-Waite, but then there's others that you probably wouldn't necessarily get anything from. So we're now on to the spirals, and I believe, let's have a look, the spirals are, I would have thought wands, but let's have a look. Yeah, wands. So the spirals are wands. There's some beautiful images here. It'd be interesting to see how I go with these, or whether I need the book, or whether this little booklet you get will be enough to give more detail on the name changes and why they've chosen those images. Yeah, the 8 is more or less the same in every deck, isn't it? There's a 9 and the 10. He does look a bit loaded down there, doesn't he? So then we go on to the scrolls, which are the sword suit. Not sure why you'd have scrolls as the swords. Gorgeous card, 6 of Scrolls. Be interesting. Has anybody got this deck, and if so, how do they find it? It reads, and is it a problem for you with these name changes or suit changes? So now we're going on to the courts. So we've got the King of Stones, which is renamed the Minstrel. The Queen is the Artist. The Knight is the Illusionist. The Page is the Acrobat. Then we have the King of Mirrors, the Sojourner. What's it? Sojourner. Never heard of that word, Sojourner. The Watcher is the Queen. The Dreamer is the Knight. And the Healer is the Page. Then we have the King of Spirals is the Companion. The Queen is the Muse. The Courtier is the Knight. And the Mime is the Page. And then the King of Scrolls is the Poet. The Queen is the Weaver. The Knight is the Visionary. And the Page is the Pilgrim. So there we have. They're lovely to feel, these decks. US Games. I love the cardstock. So there's the back again. It is reversible. Quite bright, not sure. There you go. Very bright, aren't they? And there's the deck. So I shall be interested to see how these actually read, and whether or not I'll get on with all the name changes and the imagery being quite different in some of them to the normal. I mean, normally that doesn't bother me. I mean, like my Nicoletta Ciccoli, I can never say that word. That is a completely different, but I tend to read those just as mainly as a intuitive deck, that one. Whether or not this will be the same, or whether I can just go by the or mixture of both, I don't know. Time will tell. But I'll see if I need the book. But it'd be interesting to see how I go with these. So they are different. Be interesting to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching. Bye.